Well, joining us now is food system specialist of Action Aid Nigeria, Azubike Nwokoye. Good to see you and thanks for your time. I really wish that we all can chuckle over what's playing out in the country, but it is what it is. Help us make sense at Action Aid. What's the reading concerning food security at the moment?
The situation is actually very damning for a country that has the potentials and the opportunity because of lack of political will and putting the right investments in the agriculture sector. I'll give an example. The National Agriculture Technology and Innovation Policy that started in 2022. Within the different components and framework, the estimate of spending to achieve those components was supposed to be about 5.6 trillion naira, and which comes to an average of about 944 billion per annum in terms of investment in the sector. But none of that is happening, and it shows that even the objectives of that policy will not be achieved. Inequality is widening because of our lack of investment in the agriculture sector, and even the little money that is put end up not being implemented. As of July this year, when we are having the National Stakeholders Consultative Meeting on the 2025 agriculture budget, just to reflect and plan for next year with stakeholders, it was clear, and we realized that even the capital component of 2023 agriculture budget was not released. Of 2023, yes. It's shocking.
And this is 2024.
So as at that July, part of that 2023 capital component was just being released as at July this year.
Of this year. Right.
Yes. So it shows that we need to do a lot of work in terms of putting resources into the sector. What has happened is that the federal government and the state governments are treating agriculture as if it is an expenditure. Meanwhile, strategically, agriculture sector is supposed to be an investment because also when you invest in the agriculture sector, there are returns on investment in terms of internal generated revenue. We've done some of the analysis and also sent it out. Some states, like Katsina, will be getting over 130-something billion on return investment if they invest only 15 billion in the agriculture sector. Akwa Ibom, about 80-something billion. We can go on and on. So the challenge is the right investments, and even the little that is put into the sector, there are no timely releases. I mean, the releases, when they come very late, and utilization becomes a problem. And agriculture is timely. You know, you can't, for instance, be doing some releases when farmers are already harvesting. Right. You know, so even what we see in the market, we are lucky that farmers on their own are surviving, are trying to do their bit. You know, would have been faced with a lot of trouble. Then if you move from even the investment, we have opportunities. Our post-harvest losses is estimated to be about 3.5 trillion annually.
Now you're coming to the exact point that I want to raise. We're told that 50% of agricultural produce actually goes to waste.
Yeah.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
How do you begin to address that issue?
So what the government needs to do is actually investing in cottage processing facilities. Let's move away from all these massive rice mills and so on. Some of the rice mills, they are too massive and they are located away from the raw materials, from the rice paddy, and they are struggling. So why the government needs to do small processing facility investment. And the model that really works is if you come to a particular community where they are producing rice, you support them with a rice mill owned and managed by the cooperatives. As Action Aid, we've done such intervention, livelihood intervention, you know, in different value chain, rice, cassava, and so on. And in a little while, you discover that the cooperatives are thriving and they have started expanding, adding other things to the processing facility. But those kind of investments are not being done. You know, we are investing in massive, and at the end of the day, the factory, the processing facility is too big, and the challenge of road, transportation is faced, so those post-harvest losses will happen. So it needs to be right investment. We've also told governments investing in the staple crop processing zones. The staple crop processing zones will not serve rural communities. If it's going to serve, it will only serve those around the area where it is. Right. You know, okay, so those are the kind of investment that is needed.
Let's put you on hold. Let's find out what Nigerians think about the food situation or food security in Nigeria.
Nothing to write home about. That's a great difference. Skyrocketing, very exorbitant things in the market now. Yeah. And I believe that some of us who are managing our life to see how we can make ends meet are finding it difficult to buy in the market now.
The items that I buy are quite expensive now. Every time you come to the market, a day after, you get a different price. You know, because they always tell you, oh, cost of fuel, cost of transportation, cost of all of that. So we believe that there is a cost for what is happening in the market today, but the cost of items have skyrocketed.
The prices are not the same. I think Nigeria has begun to adopt to the system, because when you come to market yesterday, when you're coming to the market the following day, you just prepare your mind that what you bought at that price of yesterday will not still be the same today.
The price is so high, we are not really making it. It's not funny. The price from last month to this month, it's not funny at all.
Well, you had Nigerians there. Away from what you just highlighted concerning storage and processing, there's also as if Nigerians are left to deal with price gouging, and that's the complaint now. What's Action Aid doing to perhaps alert the government to this challenge that many Nigerians are facing, which is pretty much unprecedented?
Yeah, we are doing different analysis and simulations to tell the government these are the options, you know. For instance, within extension services, for instance, there are areas you need to make investment. Farmer field school, demonstration plots, those are areas that gaps are really there, you know. The investment have to go to those places. So if they don't go to those places, you won't achieve results. Then investment in rural infrastructure, because when you take the price of fuel now and you compare it with the bad roads, so what the farmers are facing is that because of cost, at times a vehicle might be able to come into their community once in a month, and by then produce has gotten spoiled. So investment in rural infrastructure needs to be done. And it needs to be done strategically. Just like some months ago, around Asokoro, I was driving past and noticed that a road that I was sure nothing was wrong with that road was being scraped to be fixed again. And you're wondering, what is our priority? Right. When the food price crisis started, some of us were of the opinion that government should stop anything about even construction and invest in food, invest in the agriculture sector, because we need to be alive to even use the road or the airport and so on.
Correspondent said that much.
So we need to do a lot.
And I mean, we could spend all of 2 hours talking about this. It won't be enough. Article 25 of 1948 Universal Declaration of Human Rights actually says everyone has the right to food. We'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much. Nwokoye, a food system specialist, Action Aid Nigeria.
Thank you.